This month's terms of use you didn't read focuses on Pinterest and the terms of use that you've agreed to by using Pinterest, either as an individual or, more importantly, as a business. Let's go. So first, Pinterest does a really cool thing that I've actually considered doing in some of the contracts that I write that are not terms of use, but they have a more simply put section under each section in their terms of use, almost each section, which is basically 2 or 3 sentences that explain the paragraph in easy to use language. You'll have to check it out yourself. I think it's very helpful for people when they are actually reading the terms of use. Next, in Pinterest's terms of use, you will see that if you are using Pinterest in connection with a business, that you have to create a business account and agree to those business terms of use for Pinterest. Pinterest's stance on copyright ownership of content is pretty clear. They say you own everything that you post to Pinterest, but you give us permission to share it on our website, and you give users permission to save it to their boards and save that content. But it's still yours. The content that you post is still yours. Next, Pinterest wants to make sure you understand that if you delete content, it might remain on users' boards. In other words, users might have saved that content. Even though you deleted it, it might remain on users' boards because they've saved a copy. The old what happens on the internet stays on the internet conundrum. Limitation of liability. You remember me talking about that in the WordPress terms of use, but essentially if Pinterest does something wrong, if you have a claim against them for breach of the terms of use, then the most you're going to get out of them is $100. Finally, Pinterest has the best ever explanation of third-party content that I've seen on a terms of use. Usually a website's terms of use will talk about third-party content and third-party links. In other words, links to sites that are controlled by someone that isn't the owner of the platform. Usually those terms of use will say, we don't take any responsibility for the content found at those third-party links or the privacy practices of those third parties, etc. Well, here's what Pinterest says. Pinterest's 2-sentence explanation of that section is this. Pins link to content off Pinterest. Most of that stuff is awesome, but we're not responsible when it's not. Pretty straightforward. So I hope that gives you a little sneak peek on the terms of use that you've agreed to by using Pinterest. See you next time. Hey, if you are an online business owner, go to spear-ip.com/challenge to learn 4 things that you can do right now to protect your business online. You'll get 1 thing each week for 4 weeks delivered to your inbox. Enjoy!